Alrighty guys, what is going up? I hope you guys are all having a great and amazing day today. Now in today's episode, we're going to be breaking down Planet 13 stock. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you guys get anything in value, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and check out my course. It's $5. You guys will learn how to properly invest in the stock market. We talk about how to do your own fundamental analysis, technical analysis, how to find undervalued stock, and how to overall succeed and make money in the stock market. We have a whole segment on retirement and taxes. First link down below, it's only $5 and it really means a lot to me. So now to jump into it, roll the intro, let's go. Bam! So Planet 13 is a weed dispensary company based out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and honestly their revenue is growing at around 175% every year, which is extremely well, but the stock price honestly does not reflect that growth, just so you guys know. So now let's break down some fundamental analysis. So they do have a market cap around $546 million, and I know that sounds like a lot of money, I get it. But in the whole world of the stock market, that is definitely considered a small cap stock. Now, looking at past history, small cap stocks have tendencies to be more risky than blue chip stocks or even large cap stocks. So it's super important that just by knowing that this company carries a lot more risk than a company like Amazon carries. So they do have around 104 million shares that the public can buy. And I get it, that seems like a lot of shares, over 100 million shares you can buy of this company, but in the world of the stock market, that's not that much. And just by knowing that, I understand that this stock is probably pretty volatile, meaning it goes up and down at rapid rates, and it goes up if they release any news, really, because that will get a lot of investors, and with a lower float stock, it'll jack that price up. Basic supply and demand. When there's not enough supply and the demand goes higher, the stock price gets boosted. So in the third quarter of 2020, Planet 13's revenue dropped around 35%, which is not very good, but I understand because people aren't going out and we're in this world of really uncertainty. But their revenue is around $10.7 million, and I honestly think that's not very good for this company. That is a pretty big drop in revenue. So they do have a negative net income of around $4 million. And honestly, to invest in a company, you don't need them to be profitable. There's multiple companies out there that are considered smart investments right now, and they're not profitable. You know, Roku's not profitable, Spotify's not profitable. Tesla just became profitable last year. So to have it be a smart investment, you're investing in the future company. So you're investing in Planet 13's future, maybe they're going to become profitable. That's the way you have to look at it. Now, one of the worst things I don't like about this company is their margin rate. Their margin rate is negative 37%. So honestly, what this means is for every $100 Planet 13 brings in, they actually lose around $37, which is not very good. I would rather have them be in the profitable margin rates over anything, because if you have a healthy margin, you can get over long-term debt. You can overall grow your company faster. You know, if you compare it to Tesla, Tesla has a margin rate of 1%. So for every $100 Tesla brings in, they only keep $1. And if you compare it to this company is just losing money. It's burning through cash. It's not very good. So now let's talk about the cash on hand. And honestly, just to get this out there, this is like the only thing I do like about this company. For how small this company is, they do have around $22 million in cash, which is very, very good. You know, this is an overall 14% increase. So all those other things, you know, their revenue's declining, their margin's declining, but they're saving cash, which is good because they can use that money to grow the company if the company slows down. And they're probably using it right now. So now let's do some technical analysis and look at support, resistance, and kind of where I see it. Should you invest in this company? Let's go. Bam. Alrighty guys, so we have ticker symbol PLNHF. This is also known as Planet 13. Now looking at this stock price, let's talk about basic support and basic resistance. You guys can see we do have the resistance at the highs at around 420, 419. Now we do have some more resistance here at around $2.72, and then some support here coming in at around 86 cents. Now looking at the stock price, you guys can see it did come in contact with all of these resistance lines. Sold off, broke above it, did a resistant breakout, because you guys can see it did consolidate here before exploding up. Now, hit really some overvalued territory looking at the RSI, sold off, hit that old resistance, which overall turns into new support, hit that support and is now climbing its way back up to those highs. So now looking at this stock price, it's pretty volatile. Yes, we do have an upward trend, which I look for, but honestly, the stock price is moving too much for me. And I could be completely wrong in saying this, but I don't think that this would be a smart investment for me at this price point right now. You know, looking at $3.46, this stock could easily fall back down to the 271 area. Now, but it also could go back up to the 420 area. So it's kind of right in that middle ground. And I think that I would rather wait for a fall or wait for a trade for a breakout. That's kind of like my thought process on it right now, but it could change in the near future. So honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set an alert here. But I do think that this stock does just carry risk. So with me being me, I like to make a smart investment rather than a crappy investment, not the proper risk to reward ratio that I always look for. You're really going to be risking, maybe $1 to make another dollar. So a 1-to-1 risk reward isn't the best. I always try to look for 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 or 4-to-1. But right now, I don't think this is a perfect price point. I would rather have a fall back down to $2.81. Now that we clarified that old resistance is that new support, that's kind of my thought process on it right now. But I could be completely wrong. And for long-term growth, I don't know. It's very hard for me to say. I do think we'll get some sell-off here. I do think that eventually it'll come back down to this overall support. I think that this stock is very volatile. It goes up and down, and just because right now we had this huge explosion in buying pressure, we'll get some sell-off. Look at this old one right here. Boom, and then sell-off. So honestly, it's just a matter of time. I think it's all about being patient right now with this stock and not investing in it just because somebody else is. Do your own research, do your own analysis, and you guys will be fine, I promise. So now, yes, I will not be buying this company, but I could be completely wrong. And I do think if you guys are going to invest in a company like this, it's always smart to have a nice solid base of ETFs, bonds to working for you. I like to consider this stock a high risk, high reward play just by looking at the market cap of it being a low float in a small cap stock. It's going to be extremely risky. And I do think if you guys are going to invest in a company, that's completely fine, but use dollar cost averaging. If that's, say you guys have $100, instead of investing one lump sum of $100 today, spread out the payments. Maybe you invest $10 a month over the next 10 months. So the principle is the same. You're still investing $100 in them, but you're just gonna get a good overall average price over the next 10 months. That's what I would recommend doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys did, make sure you guys smash the like button. We'll see you guys tomorrow in another episode. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and overall stay safe out there. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye!